Hello everyone, Crystalline here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. I am bringing you another message, pick a card, pick a message from your higher self, from the universe. And this pick a card is, why am I seeing synchronicities? What in the world is going on? Why am I seeing repetitive numbers, signs, messages? Why am I hearing certain things? Whatever it is that you're experiencing and you're looking for answers, your higher self is happy to share. So go ahead and tune into the 4 groups, group 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to each and every one of you for your love, your support, for being here, for walking this path with me. I am beyond grateful to share this space with you and to deliver these messages because they are meant for you and they're meant for me. And, you know, we're all doing the best we can every day. So I just think it's magical because this is a empowering way for you to learn to trust your own intuition and that the universe really is alive and it really is responding to your energy, and it wants you to thrive. It is magical. But let's get into it. So I just want to say thank you. If you resonate with these readings, I would love to have you subscribe, comment, share feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. And if you're just visiting, welcome. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I'm definitely being guided to continue these messages. My higher self just constantly whispers in my ear until I make one of these videos, and then I feel that relief. So I absolutely love it. It's so much fun for me to do this, and if it benefits others, it's like a win-win. So let's get into it, you guys. I'll put a timestamp in the description. Thank you again. I love you all so much, and we're gonna get started with this reading. Start with group number 1 here. All right, you guys, and I'll put in the description below, I will share which decks I am using. But let's see what you guys got for group number 1. Why are you seeing so many synchronicities? What do they mean? What do I need to know about this? Okay, so this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid, and it's Message in a Bottle. Okay, and I'm going to read all these. I'm going to read that to you first. Let's just see what you got here. Okay, you've got the World card. Kind of feel like these are, maybe I did them. You've got the 3 of Wands. You've got Believe and Succeed, which is the 6 of Wands, and 21, which is the World card in the traditional tarot. So 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands in the World. Wow, this is beautiful energy. Rainbow blessings, fresh air, and work your magic. So, wow. Let's read the Oracle card first to kind of set the tone and see what's going on. Why you're seeing synchronicities? What is happening? Obviously, when we see synchronicities, it's the universe, our higher selves, trying to get our attention that we're going through some sort of transformation. We need to let go of something, or we need to embrace something. So, message in a bottle. Essential meanings: communication, a sign, a cladon, which is the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Wow, this is a pretty amazing oracle card for this reading. So the oracle's message: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Holy moly. That is absolutely amazing. So that is why you're here. The universe is showering you with this positive energy. So expect positive news. Keep your ears open because you are meant to receive a message. You are the intended receiver. Okay. And the universe is saying that only good is going to come of this. All the signs are there. That's why you're watching this too. It's amazing. This is amazing. So the Three of Wands, with the Six of Wands, so whatever it is that you're going through right now, something very victorious or something that you've just overcome, you're looking towards the future in some way. You have a lot of enthusiasm, but I feel like you're very grounded, and there's a lot of success energy around you right now, a lot of fire energy. So this energy really brings a lot of, you know, that passion to your life, your relationships. It's that energy that really allows us to achieve our deepest wishes and just take the initiative in our life. So I think it's really beautiful. It's a time to explore new possibilities, explore new relationships, whatever it is that you are looking out into your future. Like spirit, your higher self is telling you that, yes, this will be very successful. With the World card here as a major arcana card, embracing the world, really reaching out beyond, what you've been accustomed to. And it's like, when the world comes to you, it's like the world is smiling upon you. The world is in your hands, and all of the old, the cycles are completing and you're beginning new cycles. And it's just like you're in this position where you're on the path of your heart's desires. You are on the path of your highest good and the highest good of all, in alignment with the universe. And, with that comes success and achievement, and you become like a beacon. This is a ship moving towards this lighthouse in the distance. And, when we move forward and overcome obstacles, and, we really do that inner work and really choose the path of our highest good, not only do we succeed in where we're going, and, there's this sense of accomplishment and being proud of all you've achieved. And, you also become a lighthouse for others. You become a shining example for others. So your higher self will always support that. And it looks like you are being shown that you're on the right path, that some sort of successful energy, good news, maybe something you've been waiting for, maybe something you've been wanting to do for a long time is finally, opening up, and you're able to take that new adventure, that new path, And so I love this. Rainbow Blessings from Earth Magic. Let me grab the book here. And this is a beautiful card because it's all about, letting you know that the storm is past. Whatever it is that you've gone through has brought you to this point, has brought you to this place where the cycle is ending, and you're able to take that, that moment afterwards to feel that sense of, achievement and satisfaction, like after a crazy storm, and, it's just rained and, thundered and lightning or whatever it was. And then it passes and that rainbow comes out, and it's that moment right when the rainbow comes out, and you just like, it's so beautiful. And you're so glad that the storm's passed and that you're here witnessing this amazing, beautiful energy. So, every experience we go through is a blessing. It's teaching us something. It's allowing us to see the beauty and appreciate, what it is that really brings us that true sense of fulfillment. So the universe is telling you that all is well. And I just see this, like, it's like you're getting a big hug, and, the universe is like, yes, all these signs you've been seeing, this is exact, you're right where you're supposed to be. The angels sent you fresh air. So maybe you're getting some synchronicities about getting outside and breathing and really getting in tune with your breath, especially, and just breathing in that fresh, as Ralph Smart says, that good ass prana, baby. Right? So your body needs, it says your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend some time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So, get outside, breathe some fresh air, that fresh oxygen that circulates through your body and really invigorates, all of your cells, feeds and nurtures your cells. And breath is our connection to spirit. It's all connected. So inhale love, exhale the BS, and just being grateful that this cycle's completed and you're onto a new one. And it looks like it's going to be absolutely amazing and fiery and passionate and adventurous. It's going to be very fulfilling. And work your magic. So Saint Germain is, let me see. I haven't looked up this card for a while, but Saint Germain, it's like this magic that you have inside of you. You've tapped into it before. You know what it is, but you've never taken it to the level. You never, looked at it as something you can learn to master and grow and evolve. Like there's some sort of magic ability that you have in tune with the spirit, your spiritual nature. And, it's like whatever it is that you're going through, whatever situation you're faced with in the future, work your magic in the situations, because you've got everything you have within you through intentions, through prayers, through being aware, through just knowing that you have that divine connection to yourself at all times, and you're able to work your magic no matter what's going on. And you've obviously been doing that here. So keep doing that. And more will be revealed to you, because, like Saint Germain, he works with people to stay in their integrity while working with this force of magic within us, because with great power becomes great responsibility. So start tuning into your magic. It's really going to add to the confidence level that you're feeling, and really give you that energy of forward success as you continue onward. And, keep listening to your higher self and those synchronicities. You're obviously being guided. And maybe you were doubting synchronicities, but this reading should affirm that you're right where you're supposed to be. So you brought yourself here for a reason. And so I hope that resonated with you. I hope that message brought you some, affirmation, and just, deepens your own connection to your own intuition, and trusting that you know the answers, and you know what makes you happy and what brings you joy and what you're here to do. It all comes together in alignment. So expect some really great news coming your way, okay? Thank you so much for being here, for your time, your energy, your love and support, and for walking this path with me. I mean, this is amazing. So many amazing things are coming for us. So I love you very much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Much love. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2, let's see what you got. I'm going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Clean it up. Okay, clean it up. So let's see what you guys got here. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Cups, which is daydreams and decisions. Find balance, which is the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. 3, nurture, which represents the Empress in the tarot. What are the synchronicities that your higher self is trying to guide you on right now? What do they mean? We got trustworthy guidance. Okay. From angels, winter solstice reflection from earth magic, and you can do it from Archangel Michael, the Ascended Master deck. So wow, this is beautiful. Let's start. I want to share the Oracle card with you first to begin this reading. So why is your higher self sending you synchronicities, and what do they mean? Okay, so let's see what this card has to say for you guys. Clean it up. Essential meaning is getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Okay, So the Oracle's message: ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to the unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Okay, so yeah, this is beautiful. So, whatever synchronicities you've been seeing maybe be pertaining to really letting go of what no longer serves you. I mean, really taking a look and inventory of not just your, but just of everything, like a total inventory: spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, your relationships, your home environment, your career, your friends, your family, what you're doing, what you're, all of it. Like, you're being asked to take a look at all of that, okay? Because what I'm seeing with the 7 of Cups here, this is a card of really tuning into all the different paths that you could take, right? Like, the 7 of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment. So there are many paths that we can choose. There are many paths, but not every path is going to be the path for us. There's only one path for us, and that's our divine path. So this is about you really tuning into what fulfills you on an emotional level, what really satisfies you. And this is a time for you to really daydream and fantasize and put yourself in that place where you're really feeling yourself living that lifestyle, or having a certain kind of relationship. If you're living your divine path and you have the relationships around you that are meant for you, like, how are you feeling? What are your thoughts? You're not bogged down by anything negative. So it's like bringing you into a place where you can truly be in your spirit, a place where no matter where you are, who you're with, you are yourself 100%. It's where you feel at home with yourself. So your higher self's asking you to really tune in and feel into those places and choose a path that is going to bring you the ultimate emotional fulfillment, okay? Making a choice, and also not living in those fantasies, but actually, saying, okay, yeah, this feels good and it's time to make a choice. Like, to not live in the fantasies and our imaginations, but to actually, take action in the physical world where we can begin to live, that reality. Because when we get stuck in our head and we don't make, actual movement towards what it is we're desiring, then that mental conflict comes back in. So, the 2 of Pentacles here with finding balance. So yeah, as you're going through, really looking at this time of emotional fulfillment, mainly emotional fulfillment, it's like when matters of the heart, when we're really looking into our heart, it takes extra effort sometimes to balance our physical world, because we're really putting time and energy into that place, and it takes up a lot of our thoughts and our energy and our attitudes, and we want to make a change, and so it makes our daily lives a little bit hard to balance, between kids and family and work and paying bills and all of that, right? So it's about being flexible, it's about breathing and tuning into yourself, and really being compassionate and understanding with yourself, and understanding that when you're on a path that fulfills you emotionally, you're able to handle things so easily and effortlessly because you're not bogged down by all the mental stress of everything. So clean it up, just let go and get rid of whatever it is that's creating that disconnect from what's bringing you emotional satisfaction, and that will bring more balance into your life. And what your higher self is telling you is to really embrace this Empress energy, very nurturing, self-love. It's a time for you to really tune in to this nurturing energy and give it to yourself, right? um it's tend to the garden, so to speak. You've got to really nourish yourself in order to thrive, and in order for all of your relationships to thrive, because it begins with us. If you're not nourished, if you're not taken care of, then those around you don't benefit. Nobody benefits. But when you're nourished, when we love ourselves, when we feel good, from a place of actual satisfaction, real satisfaction, not just material, but truly feeling at peace in our mind and our hearts, those around us benefit greatly. So know that learning how to love yourself is, it means nurturing your soul. It means nurturing your well-being, and having appreciation for that, that beauty, love, everything, that we invest our time in, it grows. So, we all have the ability to tune into our spirit. When we forget, we can, we're all creative, we're all artistic, we all can tune into that place in our soul. But the more we let go of that's getting in the way of that, the more harmony and balance comes into our lives. Not that it will go away completely, but when those things come up, it's like no big deal, because you just already feel so good that nothing can really shake your foundation. So, trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So maybe you've been getting synchronicities, and repetitive thoughts about this idea that you have, and anything that's repetitive, anything that's very subtle that keeps coming up, or when you think about it, you just feel that like, oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. And then you like squash it with your, doubts. Like, don't do that. Like, tune more into that. But the cool part about it is that your higher self is so persistent, but it's not like annoying. It's just very persistent. It's very subtle. So no matter what, like if you keep like avoiding it, or the synchronicities you're seeing are just going to get more and more and more. Unless you just say, I'm not following my spirit at all, and then it will just probably stop. You know what I mean? But if you're really, if you're watching this, you want to be in full trust and knowing of your intuition and your path and being able to interpret things. And that's why you're here watching this. So yeah, your higher self's telling you, it's just affirming it. It's something you already know, right? Winter solstice reflection. And if you haven't been receiving them, you will, as you open up and let go of, the stuff that's, it's like a closet full of junk, and like once we clean it out and it's all clean and we have in there what we want, and you open your closet and you're like, oh, you can just get, it's like the same inside internally with everything. So once we clear out everything, we can really, see the good stuff that's in there. So so winter solstice is a card of reflection, obviously, as you can see. Let's see if there's anything in here. So yeah, I mean, it tells you, the message here is to review the past year and ask yourself what the most important lessons you have had to learn are, what you have accomplished, and what dreams and visions you want to manifest in the upcoming year. Whether it has been a relatively smooth ride or a challenging series of events, acknowledge your experience as being the work of Source, no matter what your judgments, fears, or joys are. Honor whatever has happened over the previous several months with gratitude and forgiveness. Then let it go. Allow yourself some solitude so you can spend some quiet, slow time in reflection. Once you feel complete, reflect on your present life, especially focusing on what you are grateful for. When you are finished, consider what is to come, all the different possibilities and potential that exist before you. Allow your imagination to roam without limitation or ambition and see what shows up. I love this. Notice how you feel in your body with whatever scenario plays out in your mind. These are previews of that which is gestating and can manifest and grow when cared for properly. Patience and stillness is called for here. For just as the earth cycles have their own pace, so does this cycle. Okay, so this is something that your higher self really is drawing you to for a reason. It's part of your path, your purpose, and you are really being guided to really feel whatever it is that really feels good to you, to keep moving towards that, even if you feel doubts or fear. That's just the programming, because once we break free of it, it can't control us anymore. So whatever's keeping you from your highest good, from your highest emotionally, your divine path, where you are emotionally just thriving and content and joyful, that's where you need to go. And look at Archangel Michael says you can do it. Okay, I love it when we get this card. It's like Archangel Michael, he doesn't mess around, he really doesn't. So when he comes, this is what he has to say. Okay, he says, you're qualified and ready to take the steps toward your desired outcome. You have what it takes to fulfill your dreams and your life's purpose. This card signals that it's time now to make your move. You can do it. Take action without delay or hesitation. Okay, so find your courage and your strength that's in there, bring it out of dormancy, stand in your power, know that you are strength, that you are the force, that you are courage, and it's always with you. It's always there. Your higher self is always with you. And, just keep asking to see synchronicities too. That has helped me tremendously. So you can definitely do this. I mean, you are right on point with what you're feeling. I can tell that, and the way all these cards came out together and just what I'm feeling from this reading, like I think it's beautiful, because this truly is the time in your life where you are fully taking the reins, and from this point forward, as you let go, the only things coming in are going to be that fulfill you. And so there's no more worry. You don't need to worry about mental anxiety or stress or things not being in balance, because everything you're bringing into your life is going to strengthen your spirit, your love, your abundance, your prosperity, your emotional well-being. And whenever things come across your path that are challenging, it just truly won't. You will be able to handle it with grace and ease, and knowing that you are always guided. And this is amazing. You're honing in on your intuition. So you've got an awesome path ahead of you, and I'm truly honored to share the message. So I hope this resonated and just affirmed what you already feel inside. And yeah, keep definitely tuning into those synchronicities. Trust yourself, and this life that you're living is about to just be absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for your time and energy, for being here. And I'm so grateful for your subscribes, likes, comments, shares. Just so honored. I'm always so humbled and honored and blown away by the magic. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you, and have a beautiful day. We're going to move on to number 3. Okay, number 3. So for those of you who chose group number 3, why are you seeing so many synchronicities right now? What is going on? What is your higher self trying to tell you? I pulled this from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid as just an overall message for you guys. So we've got observer, the number 49, and then okay, so we've got the 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. we've got the Eight of Cups moving on, and we've got lead number 4, which is also the Emperor. Okay. Nurture yourself from Mother Mary, New Moon Promise, and Giving and Receiving. So you've got this card twice. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle card here and read this to you guys. See what's going on for your overall reading. Why you're seeing these synchronicities. This is such a beautiful deck. I just got it and I'm loving it. It's so in tune already. Okay. So, Observer, number 49. So the essential meaning is perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. So it also says sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. So, yeah, I mean, wow. So, what I'm feeling from whatever synchronicities, whatever your higher self is trying to tell you right now is to really take a higher perspective, a more spiritual perspective, a higher self perspective from whatever relationship this is about, because I feel like this is about a relationship, and that maybe there are reoccurring patterns that you're experiencing that you're becoming aware of. And so this is beautiful because it's an opportunity for you to become aware of this program or this pattern and heal it, transmute it, so that as you move forward into wherever you're going in your life or whoever that you are with, it's going to be a mutually beneficial relationship, equal give and receive in all aspects of your life. So with the giving and receiving card being here, it's the Six of Pentacles, and it's all about it's all about balance. You know, in a relationship it takes two, and with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like, you know, you're moving on from something, a relationship, but I feel like you have very deep connection to this person. You have a deep love with this relationship. Whomever this is, there is a deep connection that brings a level of emotional satisfaction that you have never experienced with anyone else. Otherwise, your higher self wouldn't be asking you to take a higher perspective, or just to be like a neutral observer of the situation. It would be telling you to just let go and move on. But I really feel from this reading that your higher self is really asking you to look at the relationship from the other perspective, from the circumstances that were involved, from, you know, the things that were beyond your control, right? So, because it's, I mean, you have giving and receiving here too, and the angels tell you the entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation, okay? And with the Six of Pentacles being here, it's like the physical world. I almost feel like this relationship was out of balance, because maybe something happened externally that was beyond your control. Whether that was in the family, whether it was finances, or, you know, disagreements on something, or there was a death in the family, something that created an unequal, you know, strain or stress on one partner versus the other. And it's about being open. You know, when we're nurturing ourselves, when we're open to loving ourselves, when we understand what true unconditional love is, there are times in our lives where there, you know, like when you're going through, I've had, you know, several times in my life where I was doing amazing, you know, financially, emotionally. I was in a place where I could support those that I loved that needed a little extra help, you know, supporting those who want to help themselves, helping those who help themselves. You're in a place where you can give to them, and maybe they can't give back to you at that moment, but later on in the relationship there comes a time where, you know, you're having troubles with something or could use a little support in something, and when you call on them, they're like, of course, you know, because you were there for them. But there's not this, you're not keeping tabs or tallies, or, you know, it's just like this trust and knowing it's this integral relationship where it is equally balanced, and you're giving because you want to give, not because you're expecting something in return. And vice versa, you're receiving from someone because you understand it's unconditional, and you're receiving it unconditionally. You know, that is what I'm seeing from here, and that with the Emperor here, and really taking authority over your life, really saying, you know what, if you truly want this beautiful, emotionally fulfilling relationship as you move forward, you know, tune into your heart, tune into what it is that sustains you, because you know, we're human, we're going to disagree, we're going to have things come up, things that happen to us that we have no control over, that rock our worlds, that put us in states of shock, states of depression, you know, we don't understand, and that creates a lot of that a lot of, you know, issues in our relationships, and it becomes unbalanced. And if we don't know how to nurture ourselves and love ourselves, then we are kind of blind to the programs, and we take it out on each other, and we take things personal instead of seeing that, you know, it's not personal. It's just learning how to support each other when we need that support, and not being afraid to ask for it when we need it, and not judging each other. It's like that's what I'm seeing here. And with you know, the major arcana of the Emperor being here, it's all about leading, being a leader, and it's the divine masculine energy. It's this energy of, you know, being solid and, you know, taking care of his family, his empire, and his people love him. You know, they don't fear him. They want to be a part of the empire because they love the Emperor, because he loves them. He's not fear-based, he's love-based, he's strong, he's solid. He may not be emotional, he may not be, you know, super communicative in a sense of like the King of Swords, but he's very intentional. He's very strong in leading his life and taking authority over his life, and knowing what's right, and staying in his integrity, and being able to forgive, you know, understanding through his experience that life throws all sorts of things. That's why he's an emperor. You know, you can't be the emperor if you can't handle some obstacles and some disagreements. It just isn't, that's not the role of the Emperor. He's got to be able to, he's the number 4. He's a solid foundation. He's strong. He's strength. And he knows how to nurture himself and keep his soul strong, you know, as an authority in his life and with his family. You know, nobody messes with his family. He has, you know, immense integrity. So, and with this new moon promise card here, this is about taking action, taking the next step towards whatever it is that you need to do to heal this relationship, that you need to do to come into balance. So take some time out to observe, to have some time to nurture yourself and what nurturing really means, you know. This is about committing to, you know, making a promise to yourself, making a commitment to seeing things through no matter what, is what I'm hearing. A commitment to working on this relationship, working on what true give and receiving is. And if you can commit to that, if you can commit to, you know, really honoring yourself and honoring this relationship and allowing your time and energy to focus on what this relationship really means to you. And, you know, the promise is kept. The promise is kept that what you put your attention to, you know, if you wish for this to be balanced, if you wish for this, if this is it, like if all it is just learning how to come into equal balance with giving and receiving, that is going to become very clear to you when you observe the situation. And I just feel like your higher self is telling you, yeah, this is, you know, that's why you're seeing the synchronicities. It's something to do with the relationship. And all relationships begin with ourselves, truly. So look within yourself at, you know, where you can find balance in giving and receiving, you know, what true giving and receiving is, you know, and that will provide a clear understanding, you know. So that's what I'm feeling. So I hope that that affirmed some things. I almost feel like I should pull one more, like a little clarifier here. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. Because I want to say, you know, it's about a relationship, but I also want to say that it is, because everything is about a relationship with ourselves first. So we can't figure anything out until we know what's going on within us. So whatever it is, you know, it is within you and it begins with you. So let's see. Spirit, is there anything you want to clarify? The Hanged Man. Okay, so your higher self is telling you to just take some time out right now and observe, you know. I mean, I guess that it doesn't want to tell you anything else because it has another magical way of delivering you the answer. Okay, so take some time out to go within and observe the situation and gain a new perspective. You are going to gain a new perspective on the situation when you do that. Look at this, how it mirrors like the Emperor here. So when you come out of this voluntary time of suspension, you're going to be illuminated, okay? Illuminated. You'll be the Emperor. You'll just know. How awesome was that, you guys? So I hope that affirmed your intuition, your own knowing, and the synchronicities that you're seeing. And definitely follow your intuition. Keep trusting yourself, and everything's going to become very, very clear here very shortly. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for your subscribes, likes, comments, and shares, and for your time, your energy, for tuning in with me, and for all the love and support. This channel is expanding and growing, and I just feel like it's for all of us. You know, these messages are meant for you, and I'm honored and humbled that I can deliver these amazing messages. So thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Okay. So, last group, number 4. Why are you guys seeing so many synchronicities? What is going on with you guys? And what does your higher self want you to know? Flexible. So this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. I pulled these as an overall energy for you guys' reading. I'm going to share that with you first. So I'm going to see what you guys got here. Wow. All major arcana cards here. I feel like they go this way. So this is the Hanged Man, which is interesting. The last reading, we got the Hanged Man too. So this, I feel like there's this energy of really voluntary self-evaluation and knowing that there's something, like the universe is showering us all with major synchronicities. So detach, number 11, is justice. Okay, so you are being asked to look at something in a very fair and balanced way. If you resonate with this reading, you might resonate with group number 3, because it's very similar, I think, to this reading, which is interesting. So then we have the 10, flow. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, these are all major arcana cards, so this is definitely a big transition happening for you right now. So we've got lotus flower, unfoldments. This is all about, you know, your spiritual path and unfolding and how everything unfolds as it's meant to. Focus upon your strengths and cleanse and detoxify. Okay, definitely go back and watch number 3 if you feel guided to. I'm just gonna say that, and if you don't Okay, let me start out with the Wisdom of the Oracle. What is going on with you guys? Why are you seeing all these synchronicities? Okay, so flexible. This card is all about teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. Okay, a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane. Whereas a rigid structure, like a building, would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now. Willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. So, wow. This is about, yeah, really being flexible and adaptable. And if you have new relationships in your life or coming into your life, new experiences, which I feel, obviously, I feel in this reading that it's just like you're transforming from one reality, one life to another. You know, it's a new chapter, maybe even a new book. And so there's going to be things that come up that maybe as you're entering into this new relationship or new lifestyle or whatever it is that you're moving towards, just to remain flexible and adaptable, and know that what you focus on is growing, and that you are able to truly you're able to truly break through whatever it is and compromise. You know, you have that ability to be solution minded, solution oriented, adapt to certain circumstances, and keep in that positive mindset. You know, see that it's all serving your greater purpose. Because I'm really seeing right here with the observe and the detach card, oh my gosh, I just realized 10, 11, 12. So, I mean, we could even do it that way, you guys, because it's really, I mean, this is about setting energy into motion that serves you moving forward for the rest of your days. This flow, this energy where luck is on your side, where the wheel is always turning in your favor. And that requires us to detach, to see things from an observer point of view, where we're not emotionally attached to situations. The only, part of our spiritual growth is learning how to detach from certain people and situations from a place of unconditional love. And so that simply means that we're not, our emotions are the most powerful transmitter of energy. Like, the force that comes out of us when our emotions are raging or when they're in love or whatever it is, like plays a huge role in our lives. So if we're unconscious of what's causing our emotions to go all over the place, or if we're very emotional, or we just don't have that mastery over our emotions, things come into our lives that feel like bad luck or negativity or whatever. So it's about being consciously aware of detaching your emotions from situations and only using your emotions for the good, for the highest good of all. Knowing that you can observe, you can rise above from a more spiritual perspective and see the situation for what it is. If someone's being negative or if something's not working out, being able to see that as that person is experiencing a program of some sort, or they're not focused on the solution, or maybe they are, or maybe they reacted this way because they went through this experience, or maybe I reacted this way because I was upset about something else. So it's just about being able to focus your thoughts and keep them spiritual and observe things, and not emit your energy, not radiate your energy out of anything that's triggering you emotionally, right? Unless it's positive. And how do you do that? How do you do that, right? So it's about really taking an honest look, because with the Justice card, it's about being really honest, and what you can do to improve things, and really looking at your relationships. Are these good relationships? Are they serving you? Because when we are in relationships with people who are meant to be with us, our divine counterparts, our soul family, we're choosing them in our lives, so it's about taking responsibility for who you have in your life, for the situations you have in your life, and understand that certain people, certain situations create certain energies and trigger you in different ways. So when you know what triggers you, you can detach from it and choose to surround yourself with things that trigger you in a positive way, that get the wheel turning in your favor. So being flexible, being adaptable, this is amazing. Wow, I can feel this transition, and I can feel you like really observing the situation from a higher perspective, like a bird flying above it. And, it's going to feel just this is what your higher self, this is how you're able to navigate through the challenging situations, because you have that inner strength. Your higher self walks with you at all times. Your intuition is guiding you. So you don't need to, your intuition and your higher self is not going to lead you into, disharmonious places or relationships. And if you are in a situation where you feel that way, there's a reason why you're there. And it's there to either teach you something, or because you're there to teach someone something. Okay, so that's really what I'm feeling too, is if you are in a situation, really stand in your power, stand in your true infinite soul self, and observe, and really allow yourself to be conscious and fill your thoughts with your divine thoughts, your divine words. Observe and listen to your guidance and how to move forward, even if it means being silent, So let me see what Earth Magic has to say, because I know the lotus flower is all about the spiritual journey unfolding. So your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether you're aware of it or not. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light, which is you, truly. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try and force growth upon yourself, or others for that matter. Allowing is the key here. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey of returning to the light. Okay, so if you're in a situation that has you, playing on your triggers and it has you reacting in ways that are not benefiting you or your highest good, recognize that, rise above that and say, this never brings me anything good. And if this wasn't in my life, I wouldn't even be reacting or having this thought. So, yeah, I mean, if you're on this path and you're really seeing the people around you and you're seeing the programs, like, just remember, just everything is revealed and unfolds at the right time, and we're all exactly where we're supposed to be. We're all teaching each other something important. There is no right or wrong or good or bad. It truly is all about your perspective and what you're aligned with. So align with your higher self, align with love, unconditional love, and it will continue to show you the way, okay? Focus upon your strengths, from Apollo. If you have a strength, it means you have a weakness, right? If you're good, it means you're bad. So that's human. That's being human. You've got to rise above into your spiritual, your soul self, which is strength, okay? And that is always with you. So focus on your strength, okay? This card reminds you to focus upon your strengths and not upon any perceived weaknesses. Your strengths could include your loving heart, pure intentions, people skills, hobbies, or something that you excel in. Even if your talents still need polishing, these are strengths and assets. The more you bless and appreciate your strengths, the stronger they'll grow. If you focus upon so-called weaknesses, they will grow. This card comes to you as a reminder of the importance of viewing yourself with compassion and love. Anytime you find yourself thinking or feeling poorly about yourself, focus upon your strengths instead, okay? Because that's exactly what your higher self would never speak to you with doubt. Remember that, okay? When you have the intention to, when you feel triggered or feel like something's not right, when you have the intention to rise above and observe from your higher self, you will see that the only truth is that strength is you. Weakness is not true. It's just part of being human that we judge things in a certain way. So focus on your strengths, okay? You've got a lot of energy. I mean, this is a spiritual transformation time. Because I feel like your higher self's really kind of giving you the the talking to. This is kind of like the talking to message, because then you've got cleanse and detoxify. It's like a gentle, tough love is what I'm feeling here, which is how your higher self will talk to you. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body, okay? So nurture yourself. It's all about moderation. And when we're in a place where we're, uncomfortable and we're not focused on that true unconditional love, we tend to neglect ourselves when it comes to eating and drinking water and all of those things, or maybe drinking too much or going out too much. But it's deeper than that. It's about cleansing your spirit, your thoughts, your lifestyle. When you really tune in to your highest version, like your highest version of life that you can, it's, how do you feel? For me, it's like, what am I gonna do today? And oh, there's my love, and everyone's just, there's no problems. And so I tune into this feeling of, just being able to flow through my day and, that feeling of satisfaction and contentment, that peace of mind. And in that, what am I going to be doing? I'd be cooking from my garden. I'd probably be, making good stuff and things for the body. So it's like, okay, in order for me to really get there, I've got to start really living energetically from that place. Even if I'm not able to do all of that, I still drink, good water every day and putting the good stuff in my body and tuning into that, like, oh, I think I'll read a book, or play with my kids and do these crafts. Like, it's tuning into that energy that you're moving towards and what that energy brings into your life. And through that, you'll be able to overcome and adapt and be flexible and move. Like Merlin wears his cloak loosely as he walks through the world, when your higher self, when you know your higher self's with you and guiding you in the direction towards your dreams, you'll begin to trust it completely, and it will blow you away. So, and it's not afraid to give you a little tough love, because we're tough. We're stubborn and resilient for a reason, because we're strong. We're very powerful. And so therefore our higher selves have to be powerful as well. But they're so integral about it, right? So anyways, I truly hope that resonated and just affirmed what you're knowing already inside. And, keep trusting yourself. Keep looking for the synchronicities and asking for them, and the signs, the messages, and focus on what brings you strength, what reminds you of your strength. Okay? I thank you so much for being here, for your time, your energy, for your subscribes, likes, comments, shares, the love, the support, just for you being you and walking this path with me. I'm here for you and you for me. And there are no words to express my gratitude for being able to deliver these messages to all of you, each one of you. So I will see you again very soon. Lots of love to your day, and that's all for now. Peace out.